Hi Luxury Home Show, Hannah here, and today I am taking you on a tour of Villa Luzerne in the highly sought after location of Emerald Hills here in Dubai. The biggest shower slash spa I've ever seen within a bedroom. Lovely, light and airy. Does not feel like a basement, does it? Need I say more? You've got a pool up here. I mean, I am speechless. You see the Burj Khalifa there, lit up at night. Now, with a property this architecturally interesting and unique, we had to start by looking at the outside. The form, for one, is stunning. All of that glazing as well, and I love that it's been covered in that beautiful stone, that travertine. Now, the actual plot is 13,000 square feet, but as you can see, it's been built up. So the entire house's volume is 23,000 square feet, so there's a lot to explore. There are 5 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms. Hey, I mean, the more the better, right? It's got your usual home office, your pool, there's a gym, but guys, this is the Luxury Home Show, so throwing a few more little gems in there, some of which I have never seen before, so let's go and have a look. So we are heading to the pedestrian entrance of your property, but there is a separate entrance where you can drive your car down into your private car park. I know. Can you imagine though, your driver rocking up, dropping you off and then taking your beautiful car down to its private little nest. Yeah. Well, in we go. There you go, the Zara, where light breathes. Now, this entire property, from the architecture, the engineering, the designing, has been done by La Casa Living. They've got a couple of properties nearby, but they're either under construction or they've been sold. But don't worry, we'll talk to you a little bit more about them later. So walking through your courtyard, you can see the travertine continues. Just looks so clean and slick everywhere. Beautiful plants dotted around, and what a stunning, oh, they're strings! Stunning water feature. Well, I tell you what, that feels nice in this heat. Very nice. Oh, let me pull myself away from that. And then through to probably the biggest door I've ever seen. Think it's big enough? I wonder if this is going to be, like, need mammoth strength or... Oh no, easy, nice. Right then, in we go. So into your entrance hallway, and this has got to be one of the grandest welcomes home I've ever seen. I mean, as you can see, the travertine continues. I mean, we do come into some properties and we're blown away, but these, come on, you're having a laugh, eh? We've got triple height ceilings. So I can see all the way from the basement to the top, which is 14 metres, and you haven't already seen, look at that, cherry on top of the cake. That is a rooftop swimming pool, all right? Yeah, okay, we'll obviously see that later, but not only can you see through it because it's got an acrylic bottom, which is 200 millimetres thick, but it lets all of that natural light flood through, and as you can see, it creates this beautiful dappling effect on the walls, which is sort of, you know, as the name suggests, it's lush, isn't it? And a piece of art in itself, I have to say. And as you can see, the wall, I have never seen this before, okay? This is volcanic stone. This is lava stone cladding. Absolutely incredible. I mean, look at the juxtaposition of this texture with the marble on the floor, which is Serpaggiante. I think I said that right. I mean, the Italian brands and some of the German brands in this property, I mean, it just doesn't get any more luxe. It really doesn't. There is 7,000 square feet of marble in this property. Another great thing about La Casa is that they create these open plan living areas, because this is a vast space, but at the end of the day, it's a family home, isn't it? So there's loads of separate areas and opportunities for moments of human connection. Speaking of which, this area, now it was on the plans meant to be a bar. Don't worry, they've left it open so that you have a little bit of flexibility. So you can add it back in if you want. You know, can you imagine your guests coming in right to your bar? You know, you've got maybe a sommelier here, a cocktail maker, maybe, so, I mean, we've got the grand piano, so we're halfway there. And you could, you know, be impressing people. bit of jar there from the tips. Come on, cough up, Tom. You can hire me any day. So once you've taken your drink and you're listening to the beautiful music going on, you can go and relax over here. We've got more of that striking volcanic stone on the walls there with some niches ready for you to put your ornaments in. And we are surrounded by top luxury brands, including Molteni, Polyform, Poltrona Frau, Giorgetti, and it's been nicely zoned out with this absolutely ginormous rug, making it feel a little bit more cosy. We've gone opposite now in terms of scale. It's us, this little model of the villa. Now this is such a big room that you've actually got two lounge areas. This one is probably more like your reception room. Over there, snuggle down, you know, it's a bit cozier, you can watch a movie. And then nestled in between is your dining table. It is absolutely huge. And stretching the entire width of the property, we've got this beautiful, rich and dark wooden ceiling. And again, I think it needs that to soften this space because it is uber modern in here. I mean, you will need air conditioning here. Heating, not so much if you're from the UK. We need our little radiators, don't we? But it's so well insulated, this property, that it's always a kind of balmy 22 degrees, so they've got a lovely balance of temperature in here. This has got to be one of my favourite light features I've ever seen. All of these have been individually strung. They're not on one massive panel up there. This is by a Czech company, and they are really renowned for their crystals and for their lighting, and all of these, oh look, can you see they're just slightly moving in the breeze? They've all been hand blown. I just don't know how they've done this with this cubic design. Oh, and the colours. And actually, speaking of colours, the colour palette flows really, really well over into your lounge area. So let's go and have a look. We have a plethora of indulgent browns in this room and the whole property, which I think is needed. It really softens the whole place up, as do all of these raw materials, including this leather. I mean, honestly, the stitching is perfection. The attention to detail in this property, second to none. This entire wall is taken up by a bespoke media unit and your mini cinema screen. I really enjoy the asymmetry here with all the cubes, and that's beautifully mirrored with the light fixture and all the niches at the back of the room. And that's a design that's not immediately apparent, but the creativity, that's what La Casa does best. You know, it looks good, but it feels effortless. So leaving the living areas, we're going to go down to the kitchen, and on the way, we have a very impressive downstairs WC, one of your 12 bathrooms. I feel like this deserves to be in some kind of art gallery. I mean, even the basin is some kind of elegant sculpture. Unbelievable. So what we can see here on the floors, on the walls, is Fior di Bosco Italian marble. It's been book matched, the veining is incredible, and they've got a massive slab of it up here, which they chipped away on purpose to create this jagged edge. So it gives you the impression that you're creeping behind it and looking into the jungle at the courtyard, bringing the outdoors in. And then around here, a property of this size does of course come with its own lift, and not just a tiddly widdly, 3 people lift. This is a hotel level lift. You can get 18 people in there. I mean, who knows the kind of parties that you'll be throwing. We will of course be using that later. But through here is the kitchen, which comes with another lounge area and views out onto your front garden. But you would be forgiven for thinking, is this the kitchen? I mean, obviously there's the hob, but apart from that, it's pretty concealed, right? This is a Gotteling designer kitchen, and definitely for someone who doesn't like clutter or it looking too kitcheny. I mean, my little kitchen looks very lived in. That's being kind. That is being kind. But here, look at the shape of this island. It is stunning. And you know I've got to. You know what this is? A concealed extractor fan. Oh, bye Gaga now. Goodbye. Now this is so fun. I've not seen one of these so slick before. Behind here, where's your sink? Right, through these pocket sliding doors. So we've got this very sexy black quartz everywhere. On the back, Got a black sink, obviously a cooker tap, of course. Now, this is them open, but I want to show you this movement. I have never seen self-closing pocket doors. Look at this. And then you just give it a little shove closed. Oh, look at that. You can just tidy it all away. Honestly, I'm done. So over here we have got a more informal dining space, perfect for your lunches or your morning coffee. Got a coffee maker here, an inbuilt oven, and the biggest fridge and freezers that Miele do, which are inbuilt. So let's have a look at the nice little push, and it opens. That is a whopper of a freezer. We're about to go upstairs and have a look at all of the bedrooms. Now remember, I did say there was one on this floor. It's the same aesthetic as the others. It's got that lovely leather cladding, ensuite walk-in wardrobe, beautiful marble. In any of them, you're going to get a cracking night's sleep. So let's go and have a look. Okay, up here on the first floor, and wow, the view from here is phenomenal, honestly. It just gives such a sense of the scale of this property as well. And look at that, I can almost touch the rooftop pool. I mean, look at the ripples there on the bottom of it. Can't wait to show you the rooftop. Now this is actually a piece of art. All the artwork is done by London Art, or COW, like this little guy here. This was actually a piece of stainless steel, then with brass on top, and then with an acid wash to create this beautiful mural that again just ties in that colour palette throughout. Including more of that wooden ceiling there. We've got lights, all hidden lights everywhere as well. Okay, we have got 4 bedrooms up here. So we've seen one down there, there's 3 over there. This wing is just the principal suite. Let's have a look. I mean, it's not even funny at this point, is it? Look at it. It goes all the way back there. Oh, of course, the silk sheets. And like, oh, absolutely unbelievable view. Of course there is, and of course there's a perfectly positioned glass Antonio Lupi bathtub to look at it all in. I'm not jealous at all. I'm really jealous. The biggest shower / spa I've ever seen within a bedroom. There's a bathroom down there, but why not? Kids are singing, hey, sitting down, looking at the view. Maybe a cup of coffee, you can, drenched. I've just never seen anything like this. You've got more of that insane marbling, which as you can see, they've actually chain linked. Honestly, the luxury here is blowing my mind. And then of course there's a courtyard. Look at this. You know, because obviously we're in Dubai, it's not the greenest of places, but you wouldn't think that here, would you? We've got these beautiful pots of plants everywhere, which I really like. During COVID, I became one of those people. I'm a firm plant person now. So follow me down into your actual bathroom. We are surrounded by this spectacular marble. All of the other bedrooms have Pure de Bosco, but here we are enveloped in this stunning black, white veined Arabico marble. I mean, they are